Hello, hello, hello. I'm here to talk about the crescendo of blessing and the outpouring of God's power. Amen. Revival. So I'm going to talk about this era of just power, the season of divine intervention. And so, first, how it's going to come about. Um, I believe the secret of it is going to be Mark 16:15. It says to go into the world and preach the gospel. And when we proclaim the good news, or you declare, you decree, it has the same components to power. Amen. The same way we do it in prayer. When you proclaim the gospel, um, you don't discriminate to every creature. And so, to every creature, just the same way we don't discriminate, praying for different areas of our lives and declaring and decreeing and expecting God to move supernaturally. We got to proclaim it. We can't discriminate. Amen. We can't leave any stone unturned. And then we must allow God to confirm the word. He only confirms the word that's preached. And so the Jesus that we preach, that's the harvest that we're going to see of souls, the miracles that we're going to see, what we're praying for, what we're believing for. Our faith has to be concise, and we'll see demonstrate, and then we have to demonstrate. So proclaim. We can't discriminate. Amen. We got to be thorough, and we got to look for God to confirm with signs and wonders, and then we got to lay hold of some things to demonstrate ourselves, like laying hands on the sick, being being specific with what we're believing and the deadline, what our expectations are. And so, amen. I do want to see people get filled with the fire, but we have to be the ones to carriers of it primarily. So, amen. This is going to be the season of that. Amen. Just great signs and wonders. The last thing that Jesus said before his ascension was that these signs shall follow, and before he was received up into heaven in the right hand of God. And so these are things that we should not take lightly. The words of Jesus himself. Paul, the Apostle Paul said, he's not ashamed of the gospel of Jesus Christ, for it's the power of God unto salvation. Amen. If we're going to see an increase, we gotta declare it. We gotta speak it, because it's the very power of God. Proclaiming it. Who do we proclaim it to? Unbelievers. We gotta remind ourselves of the saving grace as well. And then going back to the four Gospels, Luke 10:19. Behold, I give you power. We gotta have this awareness of the authority that we have. In the Greek, that word power means authority. And so serpents and scorpions, the metaphor is just the different forms of the way the enemy would assert himself. And so I want to address whatever it is the enemy is trying to do in this season. Amen. This is an era of power. It's a crescendo of blessing. And so I want to share a quick word. So the kingdom is not in word only, but it's in power. And so many of us know about the seven spirits of God, and wisdom and understanding and knowledge and the might, the fear of the Lord, the Spirit of God, and the counsel of God. We're aware of it, and we understand that there's the fruit of the Spirit. And I need to grow in love, and I need to grow and see peace and joy and kindness and patience. So I need the Lord to transform me. So part of this moving forth in power is seeing Him transform me, see me grow in it, and learning that me, my my limitation of humanity, the 6 months, 6 represents the number of man. seeing our limitation. We are to be more dependent on what the Spirit of God is can do in us. So as Jesus is the same yesterday, today, and forever, I want to talk about a few things. Amen. Look that we need to look for as we move into even the month of July. Amen. Signs and wonders. Amen. The realm of miracles, and you will see supply, miracles of supply. What are we looking to see in our business? What are we looking to see in your career, your calling, your ministry, right? I want to see exponential growth. I want to see provision. Amen. I want to see the Lord begin to do mind-blowing things. Are you believing for the wealth transfer? Are you believing for God to supply your needs? Are you believing for Him to for plenty? This is the year of God of more than enough. Of course, there is the realm of healing, miracles, signs, and wonders. I mean, do we lay hands on the sick? Are you expecting the sick after you laid hands on them to recover? And so Jesus laid hands on them. It wasn't 12 hours. It wasn't long extended prayers. After he had prayed, then it was time. Amen. And so we stay prayed up, but after we prayed, we're in faith. So you believe it. Faith is now. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for. Seeing demons and devils cast out. Amen. Even God's resurrection power, He can raise the dead. So these 5 realms, the Lord can do supernaturally, exceedingly abundantly, more than we could ever ask for and think. And so what is it I'm looking for Him to do in me? What is it that I'm looking for Him to do in other areas of my life? Because whatever I'm going to believe for, that's what I'm going to see. So, Paul heals people with handkerchiefs and apron. Amen. Acts 19:12. And Peter is in Acts 5:15, healing with His shadow. There's progression. John 14:12. The works that I do, you shall do. Jesus makes this statement. John 14:12. But greater works shall you do. So we're going to step into the greater. I believe it. You're going to step into the greater. I'm going to talk about in our next segment, in our next tape, amen, these 37 miracles specifically that Jesus steps into. We're going to talk about the greater works, amen, the power gifts. We're going to talk about this gift of faith, amen. Some of you are believing for property. You see this working of miracles, the gift of faith, where people can believe for supernatural wealth, having nothing to start off with, amen. I know a man of God that had believed for a crusade in New York, just like Billy Graham, amen, believed for millions of dollars, amen, and money was coming in, and then when the money didn't come in, he perceived it as seed. So this is amazing. It's the same gift based on these elite teachings, amen. It's the same gift that pairs up with raising up dead and even casting out demons. So we want to talk about that more. Amen. The miracles of Jesus. And we're going to go more into this gift of working of miracles and faith. Blessings to you.